Dance, and have shown them all up. Now, 5 more girls to chat to. We're going to start right away with Miss India, Ritu Singh. Ritu, welcome.
Thank you.
Ritu, who's a very successful businesswoman already, aren't you?
Not really fully yet.
What sort of business are you in? Because I know you are in business.
Yes, Peter, I am into silk business. I have my own firm, although it came into existence very recently. But I'm dealing in silk as I've just finished my fashion designing along with my economics and political science. I had a friend in Switzerland who wanted Indian silk, and that's how I got my first order, and I landed up having a silk firm of my own.
Well, that's a good way to pursue your education, make some money at the same time. Tell me, do you think that Western fashion, Ritu, has a lot to learn from Eastern fashion?
It's very different. I think there is nothing very common in the Western and the Eastern fashion. So I think a lot of things can be picked up from the West by the East, and the East by the West.
Now, do you want to continue doing that in the future? Is that going to be your line of work?
Yes, I think I really want to continue in fashion designing.
What other things do young ladies get up to musically, shall we say, in India? Do they like rock and roll?
Yes, I'm very fond of dancing and music and painting and dramatics, as a matter of fact.
Now, I know you do some special dancing, don't you? What's it called?
Yes, it's called Kathak. It's Indian classical.
That's like, is that like
Indian
ballet?
Classical again, yeah.
And you wear very ornate headdresses and jewelry for things like that?
Pardon me?
You wear special jewelry and you...
Yes, we have special jewelry. We have a special costume for the dance.
I'm only asking that because I'm already admiring your earrings.
Thanks.
Thank you very much indeed, Ritu. Miss India, thank you. And now we come to Miss Venezuela, but you know what? I'm lost for words where she's concerned, which is why I've got Nadia here beside me. Nadia, hello.
Good evening, Peter.
You're going to enjoy this, aren't you?
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Nadia, would you like to ask Miss Venezuela, Ninibet, what she's studying and why?
Ninibet, ¿qué estás estudiando y por qué?
Estoy estudiando actualmente Ingeniería Industrial. La estudio porque considero que es una carrera que anteriormente se veía que no era para las mujeres, pero las mujeres hoy en día han demostrado ser mujeres muy activas, modernas, muy dinámicas y han demostrado tener la capacidad para desarrollar ese trabajo y cualquier otro.
Well, she's studying industrial engineering at the moment. She's studying it because in the past she does realize that it was never really an occupation that women went into, but she thinks that these days women are modern, they're dynamic, and they can cope with that as well as any man.
Now, you're going to say, ask her, what do the men think of it whenever she walks into the class? I hope she doesn't wear dresses like that.
Bueno, ¿qué dicen los chicos en tu clase cuando vas a la universidad? Y espero que no llevas trajes así.
Bueno, ellos me tratan muy normal. Espero que en mi trabajo, cuando comience a desarrollar mi trabajo, me traten como una persona normal, porque si conseguir obtener mi título por estar estudiando y trabajando, preparándome para ello, entonces espero que me traten como una persona normal.
Basically, they treat her like a normal person, and in her studies and by obtaining her qualifications, she's going to be just as capable as they are of working in that particular profession.
And I bet you she's a very good reason for all of them attending class as well. Now, as Miss Venezuela, I know she's got special duties. Would you please ask her to tell us what they are?
Dinos algo de las cosas que haces como Miss Venezuela.
Bueno, actualmente soy presidenta honoraria de una fundación en Venezuela que se encarga del cuidado de los niños con parálisis cerebral, y eventualmente organizamos desfiles de moda con el fin de obtener beneficios para dicha institución.
At the moment, she's actually honorary president of an organization in Venezuela which
A little bit about Namibia.
It's a country that's very sparsely populated. We have 1.4 million people in a country that's so big, Switzerland could fit into it about 24 times. So we have a lot of open space, which is something I love very dearly.
So you're a country girl?
Yes.
Not for you the discos of Atlanta?
Well, now and again, yes.
All the little secrets come out here. What are you going to do with your future?
I would like to go into holistic healing, perhaps the studies of Eastern massaging techniques. I'd like to break away from the Western massaging techniques. They're becoming very commercial, and I'd like to do something different.
I think that is actually gradually sinking through to Western medicine as well, isn't it? That you've got to care about the whole person.
Yes,
Yeah?
that's right.
Now, what is your idea of a really good time, Michelle?
I would say going on safari in the desert in Namibia, sleeping under the stars, outside in your sleeping bag. That's a great thrill for me.
You're going to take me with you the next time? I'd love to go.
Anytime.
You're another lady who speaks lots of languages, don't you?
I speak 3 languages.
Go on, what are they?
English, Afrikaans, which is a Southern African language, and German. My mum's German.
Okay, well, it's very close to New Year. Let's hear Happy New Year in Afrikaans from you.
Gelukkige nieuwe jaar.
And a Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you, Miss Namibia. Thank you. Okay, Miss South Africa now coming up, Diana Tilden Davis. Diana, we've all had a look at your country, but as you've been touring around, what country fascinates you most?
Well, Peter, I've done quite a lot of traveling. Over the past 6 years, I've done modeling, so that's taken me to a lot of places around the world. You can't really say that I can't really say that I've enjoyed one more than the other, because I think each one's different. The people are different, the cultures and the entertainment, everything. The architecture, it's all wonderful. Traveling to me is the most exciting thing in the world.
That's very diplomatic, isn't it? Did you like London, my hometown?
Sorry?
Did you like London, my hometown?
Oh yes, I love London.
Right. Now, I think it's fair to say you'd like to be an actress, or that's where you're aiming your sights, yes?
That's right, yes.
Are you already doing some acting?
No, because Miss South Africa is a full-time job at the moment. That'll occupy me for a whole year. But before that, I was on a TV series, which I had to give up for Miss South Africa. They wrote me out of the script. And hopefully, after the year, I'll continue acting.
When you say they wrote you out of the script, they didn't have an accident, or?
No, I was sent away to college, thank goodness.
So you can make a comeback. That's very useful. Are you going to study acting or continue your studies elsewhere?
Most definitely. I've done 2 workshops in Los Angeles. Unfortunately, that's the extent of my training. But I would most definitely love to study in London, because I'd love to get seriously into theatre.
Theatre as opposed to the movies?
I wouldn't say that I like one more than the other, because the only thing I've done in theatre at the moment is musicals. I haven't really had a real Shakespearean role yet, but that's what I'm working towards.
Okay, well, we wish you well with that. Thank you very much indeed, Miss South Africa. Thank you. Now, Miss New Zealand, Lisa Marie, very unusual name, Lisa Marie de Montauk.
History.
Yes, that's a good name. You're an outdoor girl too, aren't you?
Very much so.
Where are you from, Lisa? Because I realise obviously there's North Island and South Island.
I'm actually from Taupo, which is further down the bottom of the North Island.
Right.
Yes.
But you don't mind travelling throughout the country, obviously.
Yes.
Now, what have you enjoyed most about the Miss World Beauty Pageant?
I've enjoyed, well, of course, meeting all these lovely girls, and I feel what I've gained most out of meeting all these girls is that I've learnt the true meaning of companionship. We've travelled, as everybody here knows, to England, Africa, and now Atlanta. I feel that through our journey, South Africa was, we were quite busy there, we were all over the place. Very exciting time, but the hardest time on all of us, and I was amazed to see just how it brought everybody together as a team rather than falling apart because we were tired. We all just came together as one big team.
I think it's opened everybody's eyes. A lot of the girls were saying about it. World peace seems to be on everybody's lips.
Definitely.
Yeah? You've all been thinking about that?
Yes. It's opened our eyes even more so that we've actually had the chance to go out there and experience it in real life.
So you can carry the message back to New Zealand, as can the other girls back to their countries.
Most definitely, and New Zealand will see it through the eyes of us.
Thank you very much indeed. Our last semi-finalist is Miss New Zealand. Thank you.